I want you to sit with a question for a second. If your partner had to choose, right now, between you and their parents, do you actually know which way they'd go? Because a lot of people find out the hard way, mid-fight, that the answer was never really you. If that question made you uneasy, this video is for you. We're talking about what happens when someone puts their birth family before the relationship they're actually building. What it's quietly doing to that relationship, and whether it can be fixed. Let's get into it. What this actually looks like. This isn't about calling your mom every week or going home for the holidays. That's healthy. This is about a pattern where every major decision, every dispute, every dollar, every weekend quietly gets routed through, what will my parents think, before it ever gets routed through, what do we think as a couple? It shows up in small ways at first. A partner who can't make a decision, where to live, how to spend money, how to raise a kid, without their parents' approval. Birth family opinions treated as facts, and the partner's opinions treated as negotiable. Secrets kept from the spouse, but shared freely with parents or siblings. Boundaries the couple agreed on getting overridden the moment a parent pushes back. Family therapists have a name for the root of this: enmeshment, a family system with weak boundaries between individual members, where loyalty to the family unit is prioritized over the individual's autonomy, even into adulthood. Why it happens? This usually isn't malice. There are a few common roots. 1. It was never modeled any other way. If someone grew up in a home where the parents' word was final and independence wasn't really encouraged, the couple, as its own unit with its own authority, may genuinely be a foreign concept to them. 2. Guilt and obligation. In many families, especially where a parent is emotionally dependent, controlling, or has framed sacrifice as love, pulling away can feel like betrayal. The adult child isn't choosing family over their partner so much as they're terrified of the alternative. 3. Cultural and religious framing. In a lot of cultures, filial duty is a genuine core value, not a dysfunction. The line between healthy respect for family and unhealthy subordination of a marriage isn't always obvious, and it isn't the same in every culture, which is worth naming honestly rather than judging. 4. Unfinished individuation. In developmental terms, some people never fully complete the psychological step of becoming their own adult authority, separate from their parents' voice in their head. Family systems therapists sometimes call this a lack of differentiation of self, the capacity to stay emotionally connected to your family while still thinking and acting as your own person. What is the impact on the relationship? Whatever the cause, the effect on the partner is remarkably consistent. Let's look at erosion of trust first. If your partner will always fold under family pressure, you stop being able to rely on agreements you made together. Chronic resentment. Feeling perpetually ranked below in-laws breeds quiet bitterness that tends to leak out sideways in arguments about totally unrelated things. Loneliness inside the relationship. One of the most corrosive feelings in a marriage is being technically partnered but functionally unsupported. Power imbalance. The partner without a veto-holding family effectively has less say in their own life than people who were never asked to sign up for that family in the first place. Cycle repetition. Kids raised in these dynamics often absorb the same blueprint. That individual partnership is secondary to the family of origin, and repeat it. Left unaddressed, this is one of the more common slow-burn reasons relationships end. Not one big betrayal, but hundreds of small moments where the relationship came second. What can actually be done? The good news: this is one of the more treatable relationship patterns, if both people are willing to look at it honestly. 1. Name it without shaming it. I don't feel like our decisions are final until your parents weigh in lands very differently than "you're a mama's boy." One invites conversation, the other defensiveness. 2. Build a united front, literally. Healthy couples make a practice of deciding things together first, privately, before either person talks to their extended family. The family isn't the enemy. The sequence is what matters. 3. Draw boundaries around information, not love. It's possible to stay close with parents while still keeping finances, parenting decisions, marital conflicts inside the marriage. Closeness and boundaries aren't opposites. 4. Get outside help if guilt is the engine. If the pull toward family is driven by real fear or guilt, individual therapy for that person, separate from couples work, is often what actually moves the needle. You can't boundary your way out of a fear that hasn't been addressed. 5. Couples therapy, ideally with someone trained in family systems. This pattern is common enough that many therapists specialize specifically in exactly this dynamic. Untangling loyalty binds without asking anyone to cut off their family. 6. Give it time and watch for direction, not perfection. Nobody flips a switch on 30 years of family conditioning in one conversation. What matters is whether the trend line is moving. Is the couple's unit slowly gaining more authority over time, or not? Putting family first isn't a character flaw. For a lot of people, it's the only model they've ever had for love. But a relationship can't function as a real partnership if it's always operating with an asterisk. The goal was never to choose between family and partner. It's building a relationship secure enough that both can actually coexist. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. And if you want to follow up on how to actually have this conversation with a partner without it turning into a fight, subscribe, because that one's coming next.